Well, good morning, everybody. Jeff Slakey here on Daybreak. I've got a great guest in studio. You've heard a lot about it around the community. It is the HWY 101 Wine Mixer coming up on Saturday, July 21st. Eric Smith is on the air with us. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here with me. And first things first, you used to work here.
Long time ago. Yeah.
When was this? A few years before I got here.
This is pre-millennial, I believe. I think I worked here.
Before Y2K?
This is before the Y2K pandemonium. Yeah. I was working here. I was a school bus driver for the Shelton School District. Pioneer Bus 107.
Very cool.
I left that to go do some other things.
Fast forward many years, and July 21st sounds like it's going to be a heck of a party. How did this come up, and what are we going to expect to see?
This came up quite organically. My best friend, we both graduated here at Shelton High, class of 95, and he's got a couple bars over in Idaho, and he bought the most recent one from his father-in-law, and they started doing live acts. And for the past 15 years, I was a tour bus driver for the music industry, so I was driving Bob Dylan and then the Beastie Boys and Kesha. And not to drop, I just dropped some more names.
You sure did.
Yeah,
that's okay.
So I kind of gave him some insight, maybe on this is maybe what I would try doing this, and it started taking off. He got the idea to do some music festivals and said, "Hey, you've got the potential to do something maybe out there. We should talk about it." And so a little bit of buzz with the fantastic Oyster Fest, and I've gone for the last 2 out of the last 3, and it's really grown and taken off. And so I was sitting there going, and I look at all these people that come here and the campers, and I would love to find a way to take some of these local bands, and some of these bands are coming here, and really get them in front of like some big international and some national touring acts. And so we just kind of took it from there and decided, where do we do it? Let's try the port.
Let's try the port.
Came up with a good proposal, and it's a lot. It's a lot to think of. I mean, in the age of now we're living and how we're living right now, and big open air events, and the traveling that I did, and doing this for 300 plus days a year for 15 years. Safety was a big thing, but I wanted to do a family-friendly event that would get youngsters off their phones and off their devices, and have them come and see real musicians playing musical instruments on stage. And really a way to share what I did for 15 years with all my friends.
You can find the website online, eandcmusicfactory.com. We'll put the links in the show notes when we post this interview. Also on facebook.com/eandcmusicfactory. So the main headliner, Everclear. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a huge get for this community, too.
The year I graduated, that was probably their biggest year.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just on repeat in my Volkswagen Rabbit back then. Wish I had that thing back.
Zepparella, Sunset Grooves, Merchant Mariner, Legends Fade, Ole Mountain Boys, Ginger and the Gents, the Aquanets. Who else am I missing here? Skyla, Kate. This is a huge lineup. Yeah. Big day. Tell us a little bit about the logistics. It's up at the...
It's going to be up at the Port of Shelton. Yeah. It's the unactive runway. It's a 210-foot wide by half a mile long. Beautiful stretch of asphalt, and on just under 12 acres.
Wow.
So tons and tons of room for your kids to run around. We just announced camping, so that's a really, really big thing. We were able to come up with a good safe plan to do the camping. Really piggybacked off of a lot of the things that the successful Oyster Fest has managed to do in that space. And so real excited to bring there's not a lot of places for people that are going to come out of town that are coming to this event.
Sure.
And we want to make sure that we don't have a lot of people out on the road that are coming. And the biggest and I think the biggest thing that we can really take away from this is all of the beer and wine profits are going to go straight to Christmastown Kiwanis, which is an organization.
Sure.
Moving here in 1982 and being 5 or 6 years old, just
riding that kiddie train, probably.
All of it, man.
Yeah.
All of it, all the parades, everything. And so super excited to have them on board and be able to put that back into our community and our youth and do more of these.
So it's called the HWY 101 Wine Mixer. So that means we'll have some wines and some micro brews.
Yeah, some micro brews. It's not a wine tasting event. I mean, I would love to be able to put something on a little bit more highfalutin sometimes for that folk, but I think This is Shelton, and we've got roots here. We've got a depressed economy. We've got a town here that's really grasping and searching for something. And I think we're at the tipping point right now. I mean, if you think of the construction that's going on here, you see a lot of new things that happen in the city and the city council and our leadership. And so I think we're really on a fast track to some awesome things. And I'm hoping that this can be a tipping point to that. This can really be the party that just gets everybody together.
So food trucks, so there's going to be food there. Oh, yeah. It's an all-day thing, right? All day. So it starts at noon, goes till 11.
11, yep, respectively. And then, I'm sure the campgrounds, what happens up there at the campgrounds, right?
You don't have to deal with what happens at the campgrounds.
That's
They'll
right.
take care of themselves.
I'll be too tired by then. Are you kidding me?
So are there going to be multiple stages? This is a lot of bands.
There is, yeah. Yeah, we've got a real large stage that's coming in that'll be getting put in on Friday. We have to hang all the lights, all the audio. That goes up rather quickly, and then we have a second stage that's going to be over on the opposite side. So there'll be a beer and wine tent in between. It'll be a kind of a gated off area. Obviously, we don't have kids and people that are 21. That'll be all gated off of the VIP area, and so it'll be people will easily be able to. The swarm will be able to move from one stage to the next, much like the larger festivals that I traveled.
I was just going to mention that too. We have come to expect a certain type of festival atmosphere, especially in small rural communities, but. With a lineup like this, it seems as though this would rival, I don't know, bumper shoot maybe.
Yeah, I was looking for a bumper shoot or a Lollapalooza, mini, I think we've got a lot of people here just in our backyard that 70,000 respectively.
Sure.
I know I don't want to drive up to Redmond. I don't want to drive up to Merrimore Park.
No.
Often I'll go towards Portland to see a show. So, a lot of people that up Port Angeles, up that way, up a peninsula, obviously everybody within the iFiber, network that can hear us, they don't want to go to Watershed and go all the way to the Gorge and drive all the way over there. We've got such a beautiful setting right here. I mean, from where the stage is going to be, Rainier's off to the right, and the Olympic Mountains to the left. It's picturesque.
If it's gonna be a clear day, I can just picture that how nice it's gonna. All right, tickets. How do we get tickets? Where do we find
tickets?
them?
You can go to our ticket host is Brown Paper Tickets, so you could go to their website and search the Highway 101 Wine Mixer, or you could go to our website encmusicfactory.com, or check us out on Facebook. You could do the hashtag 101 Wine Mixer. All of those will take you to our page. And we have youth tickets right now. Kids under 12 are free. If you're a paying adult,
nice.
If you got 12 kids and they're all under the age of 12, first of all,
congratulations.
God bless you. Yeah, congratulations. You definitely need some wine. So bring your whole family, and if you got kids that are between 13 and 17, bring them. Tickets are $10.
So. It was real easy. I just searched for Brown Paper Tickets, Highway 101 Wine Mixer, popped right up there. So we're seeing VIP passes available, also some general admission tickets. You can find that. Very cool, Eric. I'm sure we'll have you on again before we get too close on this thing. But the Highway 101 Wine Mixer coming up July 21st, noon to 11 p.m. Up at Sanderson Field here in Shelton.
We're going to hit them with the hind, man.
Some huge bands coming, and Everclear is going to be the headliner at the conclusion of the evening. It's going to be a fun night. Get your tickets, and we will definitely see you and lots of people there. Thanks, Eric, and thanks for getting this thing off the floor, getting it going.
Man, it's been a lot of work, but it's been some of the most rewarding things that I've ever done.
Very cool.
Thanks
Very cool.
for having me, Jeff.
Yeah, for sure.
See y'all there.